Okay, so now we have our quorum. All right, we're calling the meeting to order, 6:15. Community Relations Committee. July 23rd. So we'll do a roll call. Buddy, not here. John, he's not here. Abby, here. Margaret Kurtzstein is not here. Mary Lou, you are here. Alyssa, you're here. I'm here. Emily Britton is not here. Okay. Rebecca Pastor, you are here, and Patricia, I see you, so you're here. Okay, so there's minutes out there. If everybody can just check them out. They seem to be what happened.
Hi, Emily.
Oh, and Emily.
You probably went upstairs too.
I didn't actually.
Oh, I went upstairs. I was like, I had that room written down.
It's on the minutes that's where we would be, but it's on the agenda that we'll be doing too.
There you go.
I found out that you can get different rules from both the clerk's office and the mayor's office.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes they're not on the same page.
Yeah.
Any questions on the minutes? Anybody have anything to change? No? All in favor of approving the minutes?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, you're saying, hi.
Okay. Minutes. Okay. So, next is our public speak time.
All right.
Would you tell us your name, please?
I'm Aaron Evans James. I'm in District 3, I think. Everyone, Tom Peak is.
Okay.
My two things are to have the ability to have non-members be able to subscribe to member emails, like to basically have like a meeting listserv things for all the meetings and all the groups, and to have ability to have people who are not members subscribe to that group and contribute to that group, even if they don't vote on decisions that think that community members should be able to participate in the actions that are agreed upon by the committee. So that's one thing. The other thing is, this is like a kind of technical issue, and I have no idea whether this is the scope of this meeting or not, this committee or not, but I think it would be useful to have the ability to subscribe to the list of meetings, like through like an iCalendar subscription or something, so that you could like get updates as to like when the meetings are scheduled, because there's been several meetings that I was meaning to go to that I've missed because I forgot to go to the Easthampton website and like make a explicit point to note that I can go to those meetings. So I think that it would be useful to like have the ability to subscribe to that. I'm willing to work with whoever like maintains the website to implement those things. It should be fairly simple because I think that I know that I'm like still subscribed to events in Amherst since like even though I lived in this area for like a bunch of years, I'm unsubscribed from when I was living in Amherst. So I know that there is like some, and I think the one in Amherst and Easthampton both use the same like government website platform. So.
Okay.
So those are my two.
Okay,
Two things that,
we will go over that, we'll take that. What happens at the public speak is that it's not debatable
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
And our agendas, we have no published minutes of any of our meetings so far.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't find it, but you will be able to find them once they're published. It all will be made public. And
Yeah, no, I'm more wanting to it's applicable more like to some groups more than others, and like in groups that like there's like specific like actions that need to be taken and that that committee members like are working on. I think it would be useful. It would be helpful if committee members could get involved. And like even if they don't want to become part of the committee, if there could be like if they could be subscribed to the listserv and can contribute to things, like on a like a no commitment other than the things that you commit to.
Can I just ask a clarifying question?
Sure.
yeah,
Are you talking about this committee specifically or all the different?
All
Okay,
of
that's
them.
what I wanted to,
All of
yep,
them, yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, and like in this committee, I actually just found out about this committee even existed, but I was going to the telecommunications committee, and I missed the last one because I didn't find out about it until it was after it was gone.
all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, since no one else is here, that's, public speak is over.
I'm here, but I'm not gonna talk.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I thought you guys came in together.
No,
Oh, you did?
no, I'm a city council.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
oh,
right,
my.
I thought you looked a bit familiar.
I just wanna be here.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I think, yeah, last meeting, we had a drop-in counselor as well. I think they're just watching us.
Yeah, they're just bored, they have nothing to do.
They have nothing to do.
Don't worry.
Well, we've been let loose. We don't have nobody's controlling us tonight.
Can I ask
So-
one more clarifying question?
Yeah.
So this is something, so Amherst sends out a list of all, it's like sort of all of the meetings and when they're meeting?
Yeah, and maybe see whenever someone, whenever someone like sets up that event, it goes out via email.
Mhm.
But and like what I think would be also useful is to have like the ability to subscribe through it on an iCalendar.
Mhm.
Because in like then you wouldn't need to like keep getting a bunch of emails, but you could like check your calendar and there is, you can individually like subscribe to like specific meetings or specific events, but like if the time changes or something, it doesn't update itself.
Right. Okay, so we can discuss this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then decide whether, you know, what we want to put on the agenda. Okay, but it's not a debate, just to be
Oh, yeah,
clear.
yeah.
You've said,
Yeah,
you've said your piece.
Yeah, and like basically, there would be like new business, like for the next.
Well, we'd have to find out whether it even involves us
Yeah.
in creating something like that. You may have to go, it may be the mayor's office, but that's something we don't even know at this point, so we're gonna have to
Yeah.
look into it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you wanna talk about this implicit bias stuff?
Right.
It's 6:7, so we can move on to new
Okay.
business.
New business. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a good timekeeping.
So this is being recorded?
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, we have. Yes, it is. This is a real
It's
meeting.
your time to shine.
Would you like a microphone or spotlight or something?
So I guess I just recommend that, sort of reiterating my email, that I recommend people take a few of the implicit biases tests, and then we have a discussion here at some point. That's what I propose, and then I can prepare a little bit in terms of what has been found to help with implicit bias. It's, you know, if anyone did take one, you get given your results. You've completed the study, your result is this, and it says at the end, right now there's not enough research to say for sure that implicit biases can be reduced, let alone eliminated. Packaged diversity trainings generally do not use evidence-based methods of reducing implicit biases. Therefore, we encourage people to instead focus on strategies that deny implicit biases the chance to operate, such as blind auditions and well-designed structured decision processes. So this is the book written by the people who developed this test. And there is a chapter about challenging the test.
Excuse me,
Sorry.
but you're not really part of this
Sorry.
meeting.
But,
In fact, I'm not even sure that
yeah.
you're allowed to be, once you've done your public speaking,
I think he can.
you can sit in.
Any
Yeah.
council.
Yeah.
You can
All
All
stay.
right, yeah, I would like to know this.
You run, who's the chairwoman?
Yeah.
You're the chairwoman.
Yeah,
You run the meeting and you allow people to talk.
okay.
So it's your power. You can let him talk if you want.
Oh, okay.
So if you let him to talk, yes.
Well, at this point.
But he had to
yeah,
ask
right.
permission to talk.
Right, okay, I'm gonna just say this right out. We're not organized enough yet to
Right.
be doing that. So I'm gonna just ask you to, you can sit, you can watch us, but not participate in this particular meeting until, you know, we're further on. This is a brand-new committee. We're just getting the rules and everything, and everybody just getting organized. So what we don't want is the public coming in and, you know, just, we need to get settled first, so. Now, we can go back to that. And I have a question for you,
Yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
mind. Are there specific tests, because I saw that there were quite a few tests.
There are a lot, right.
Are there
right.
specific ones that you think would apply to us as a committee?
Right, I mean, I guess any that are related to, the various isms that we've seen in Easthampton, which might be quite a few. But I don't have the list memorized as to
I was
what's
gonna say, it might be
there.
useful for us to take the same ones. 'cause we can
Yeah.
see if we're
Yeah.
more difficult to
Yeah.
talk about it if we're
Right.
taking.
So
Yeah.
I just have a question.
Uh-huh.
Are these implicit bias, if you know,
Uh-huh.
are they the same ones that you can find on the Southern Poverty Law Center Teaching Tolerance website?
Good question. I
Because they
don't
do
know.
have,
The same, it's the same, it's like the same, company.
Mhm.
Or
It is, you
organization.
know that.
I think it is.
Cause I did do
'Cause I-
some of them on there, which I found.
Right,
actually
because
the results pretty
it
interesting.
goes
Mhm.
to, it links to
It links
that.
directly to that.
That's what I was
Okay.
gonna say, I think it takes you to the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
but
not
I
just
think
the
We
noise?
have-
okay.
For the YMCA trainers had to do, one on body image, which was really
Oh.
interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Was that the skinny fat, the,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I did take that one. That was one of them.
It's interesting.
that I did. Yeah, it is.
Very
It was not surprising for me,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the results, but.
Would,
Right,
would you be
right.
willing to put together a list of the
Yeah,
ones you
yeah,
think that we
right.
could start with?
Sure, sure. I'd be very
Great.
glad to do that,
Okay.
yeah.
And I wanted to add, I wrote a book, I read a book. I didn't write the book. I wrote a book called, read a book called White Fragility.
I actually just finished that book.
Yeah,
recently.
I thought which was.
It's a good book.
It's a good
Yeah,
book,
There's
yeah.
another book that I thought was better, but it's on the
Okay.
same topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
go
okay,
back and
okay.
look. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
one recommended me the other one, but I like the first
Right,
one
right,
better.
right.
But I'll have
Uh-huh.
to find it. I
Yeah.
have it all saved in my
Okay.
Kindle.
Okay, yeah.
But I can actually just
Okay.
bring it
Yeah,
with me.
so-
I'll just bring it with me.
There's a lot more to say about that,
Okay.
just that I recommended.
Yeah, I thought it was quite interesting.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and if we were to, you know, take on some of the recommendations of these folks and other folks who have spun off of this research, we might be able to advise the community, you know, when
Mhm.
you're doing interviews, you can try to make them as blind as possible, you know,
Mhm.
and maybe not bring in diversity trainings, but recommend mindfulness trainings and like discussions about
Mhm.
what implicit bias is, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We might be able to steer people a little more differently, like according to the evidence, you know.
Okay, and everybody
Yeah,
likes the idea?
some of them are more empirically validated than others.
Okay,
Like some of them
okay.
are just kind of like new ones that people created, and some have
Uh-huh.
a lot of research behind them. The race
Uh-huh.
one has a lot of research.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the weight one has some research behind it. Gender
Mhm.
has a lot of research behind it.
Mhm.
Ability, the
Mhm.
disability ability.
Okay.
But some of these I like have never heard of, which makes me think they're like weapons.
Okay.
I don't know what precedence is, but that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The age one has, I think, a fair amount. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Huh, interesting. I would like to think that they only posted the ones that have research
Well, it's just more
behind
new,
them.
it's just their newer iterations of it. Like
Yeah,
the race
yeah.
one has tons of research
Right,
behind
right.
it, and they've
Okay.
made tweaks to it over the years.
Uh-huh, okay, yeah,
So,
yeah, okay, okay,
Write articles about it.
right, right. Okay.
All right. Who has other new business you'd like to bring up? Anyone?
I think it has to be on the agenda,
Has
right?
to be on the agenda.
Yes.
But so you,
Yes.
but number
Yeah.
B is continuing discussion on evolution of committee.
Yeah,
So we do have some things on here, like on the minutes we just approved, that I think are relevant, right?
mm-hmm,
And we might continue to ask ourselves these questions, but, so it seems like the idea of a form was thrown out for those who want to present to us,
mm-hmm,
as our public just did.
right.
Um,
And this form would be published online so they can,
So, I'm relying on this agenda,
Yeah.
which suggests link on the webpage, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we have a webpage
Mhm.
within the city.
oh, we do?
And- Yes,
Yes,
we
we
do.
do.
And that would be, it doesn't have much on it, I think it just has our names. But I think that would be the place to put such a document, such a
Okay.
form.
Okay, make a note of that.
Mhm.
Let's see, so on the committee page,
Mhm.
you're thinking,
Mhm.
so maybe I'll just say suggestion, right?
Right.
Mhm.
for.
And this is be like a pre-registry to come and speak?
Yeah,
But I don't think it,
go ahead.
I don't, yeah, I mean, it could be, but it wouldn't be, like, somebody could still just come and speak
Mhm.
without.
That's what I thought.
Without it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you can just walk in.
Right,
Okay.
I
But
don't-
if,
Go ahead. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't think, I'd be doubtful whether we can require that. But what we
no,
can
you
do-
can't require it.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm gonna, we have a vacancy on this committee. And if you would like to, petition the mayor to be on this committee, you'd have a better time of
Yeah.
jumping in, but it's a little distracting right now.
Yeah, I did just found out about this committee like a couple days ago, so that's why. But I think just even just having an email like a group email would probably suffice.
We've been warned against group emails, specifically.
Yeah, the committee
That could be
can't
a-
have
That
discussion
could be a rabbit hole.
through email.
Right,
Yeah.
that
Violates
violates
the
Open
public
meeting
meeting
law.
law.
the
Yeah.
open meeting law, so,
Yeah,
Yes.
that's out.
Yeah, but if it was a public group,
Well, this,
No.
yeah,
Right,
but this
but
is
the-
not like
This is it.
Facebook.
Right.
This
Yeah.
This is a city committee. I
Yeah,
mean, one thing we could
Mhm.
do, depending on the rules, the regs, the technology committee,
well,
is when, maybe what he's saying, he'd like notice, so when the agendas go out, an email that say is a blind copy to everybody could go out. We can't have people writing the whole committee though.
no,
You know what, I
no,
think-
no, it's.
I think this needs to be tabled for new
Yes,
business
yes.
for the
tabled,
next
yes.
meeting.
And I think that what you're saying is very similar to what you said in the public speak, so we have those notes.
Yes, we already have that, so
Yep.
we're good.
I'll
Yep.
Yeah, but a link, that's technology
Mhm.
too. And what else do we have on here? Somehow 5B is send PDFs of articles, process rules. I mean, in a sense, and from what I just looked up, I think when the minutes go out, or the agendas, I think we can attach minutes. We did receive the information on implicit bias, which I think is fair because it went on the agenda. So
Mhm.
I mean,
Well, I put it on the agenda because it was the only thing that we communicated about. And that was an email put out by the mayor's office.
Mhm.
So I thought it was okay to discuss it.
yeah.
If we wanna decide to do some of them before next time, shouldn't we decide that now? And then it can go into the, as opposed to waiting another.
right.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
Well,
Right,
I think
particularly
it's-
since we're not meeting until
Correct.
right. I think it would be
September.
legal for you to put out a group email with a list of the ones you think we should take. I think that's,
So there's not discussion to say,
Am I-
my recommendation
correct?
is
Right, right.
do these.
I think she can send it out and we
Yeah.
could be sure it's on the agenda so that we can discuss it. And I think at that point it's old business, right? Or it's old
No,
news at the same time.
continuing business, I think, is another category, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at you for, is that?
that's why they sent it down.
Is the city council,
on him.
for the open meeting, this is a general question. Can one member send to everybody just a PDF, say,
You may speak.
For information only.
for information
Yeah,
only?
We can have discussion about it.
No
If it is-
discussion,
no
but just,
discussion.
It is part of the agenda. We are not allowed to discuss anything because we're gonna violate open meeting law.
right,
And,
that's
but we
what,
can send information. If
right,
you have information about something that I want the other councilors to know, I'm allowed to do it.
okay.
As
so
soon
you
we don't
said-
have any discussion between us.
Right,
about
right,
that.
so it would be, I'm still feeling my way with this
And-
open
and-
meeting piece.
And the reason behind the open meeting law is we want to give you the opportunity to the public to know about
Right.
it. And come to the meeting knowing that we're gonna discuss this.
Right.
That's the reason, and we're gonna discuss this here, no out of
Right.
any room
Right.
or we
Right.
close doors, so we're gonna make a really secret decision. We wanna be so transparent so that people know what we're gonna talk about. Basically, that's the reason.
So it would be all right for Abby to send the name of the book that she can.
Yes, she can do
She
that.
can find the name of. Okay. All right. So that looks like another agenda item for next time too.
Yes. What would that,
The,
how,
the implicit bias test.
right, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have that,
Discussion.
yeah.
Okay, and then.
But these things, I was sort of trying to shove them in under the agenda item, continuing discussion and evolution of committee.
Right.
The idea that we can send minutes and PDFs without discussion, but as you're just saying. The other thing that I see on here, 5C is nameplates for each member, that's still continuing evolution. At this point, I think, I'm getting to know people.
Yeah, I don't think we need that.
I mean, that would be cute, but. Should we do, how about I make a motion not to do nameplates for each
Okay.
member? In favor? That's up to you.
Yeah, oh, yeah, go ahead. So the motion's been raised. Who seconds the motion?
Second.
Okay, so this motion has been seconded that we do not have nameplates. All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, unanimous.
Patty?
That takes care of that.
Yes. I feel like it's like, city government in like 12th grade. We voted for in like student government. Nameplates.
So anything from that?
Well,
Which
so-
is, I think is very important that we still don't really have a grasp of what the hell we're doing. So, and any suggestions of how to refine our scope?
I think, I think that if any of us have suggestions between now and enough time before September 10th for agenda items, I think it's fair to contact Jane and get them on the agenda. That way we can talk about them. So I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And so part of this is here, I'm very pleased with Jane for throwing this together, because in a sense it was like, well, we described the role of chair last time, but who was really gonna do it in the transition?
I was a bit confused because we were still working with the mayor who took the minutes and chaired, so I didn't know who was supposed to put those together yet. And but I'm glad we.
But you
got
did
through
it, you did it in
Yeah.
time?
that. Yeah, well, the
That's
clerk
wonderful.
yelled at me, so.
Well, that's good.
She
We have a
didn't-
city
She didn't
clerk.
really yell, she was very nice.
She's on the ball, she's on the ball. Good.
So if there is another agenda item and there are materials accompanying that agenda item, that should probably be sent out
That should
as
be
well.
sent out so that
Right,
everybody
if
can
there's
see
a
that,
topic that had.
because it's under the information group, not a discussion. I think that's finally settled in my mind.
And I think it's important to send them to
Yes.
you. Cause as we were talking about duties, I do
Right.
think it does
Well, and
fall on you.
Yeah, and CC to you, because if
That's right, if you're not there.
I'm not there, you have to be in. So so far, anything that's been coming from Tracy or Barbara, I think from the clerk's office, has been CC'd to both of us.
Yeah.
Because they asked first, who was the chair and the vice chair?
Although the city clerk didn't bother me about the agenda, I guess she got on your case.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a blanket thing. It was, it went out to a lot of people. I guess it went out to every chair.
Aha, I see.
So, because it was a big.
I got her message, it was dated like June 30th that she wrote to us.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't think I.
It was
got
kind
that
of a
one.
thing about housekeeping, and she was requesting our minutes, which, I mean, it took me a
Oh, yeah,
while,
yeah.
but this prompted me to
Mhm.
kind of say Tracy in the mayor's
Right.
office, okay, where are they? I can't exactly give the minutes to.
Well, I think from this point on, where you are taking the minutes, I think we're gonna have that under control.
I think the minutes are gonna be
Yeah.
from me, but I think the agendas are
Yeah.
from you, so.
Right, but you can send that to me and then I can submit it to the clerk's office.
Perfect idea.
Well, I think that was in my notes from last time,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So, we already established a date for our next meeting, so we don't have to do that. It's September 10th. Same time, same room.
Same room as long as we can engage it, right? So,
Well, we could ask for the first floor conference room.
I was told that that's nearly impossible on a Tuesday night.
Okay, so we're in the basement.
Mhm.
Karen's.
And anything else? How's our time?
6:47.
Okay.
No
so-
reason we can't adjourn early if we're.
No, there's no reason. Does anyone make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
And you'll second?
Aye.
All aye. Unanimous? All right,
Aye.
this meeting's adjourned. All right, thank you.